Hey guys, welcome to Chaotis. So if you haven't been able to tell by the little description box down there, today is going to be a beauty related video. And most people right now, like the beauty gurus, they're doing their November favorites. That's kind of what I'm doing, but it's also kind of not. What I decided to do, because I can't buy all the, hot new things, and I definitely don't get anything sent to me, obviously. I'm still really tiny on here. By the way, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel right now if you want to. But what I decided that I'm going to try to start doing monthly is testing out a few things that I already have, or maybe occasionally that I buy when I have extra funds, of course. And trying it out, and kind of at the end of the month giving like a little mini review on this, whatever it is that I've been using. And so it's kind of a favorites video, but it's not really. It's like a hit or miss video is what it's going to be, but it's hopefully going to be monthly. So we're going to go ahead and dive into what I have been trying out throughout November. And I'm looking at it, I'm going to tell you right now, most of it is lip products. There's a couple of mascaras, but most of it is going to be lip products. And we're just going to go ahead and talk about the first thing that I picked up, and it is Bella Pierre Cosmetics Kiss Proof Lip Cream. The shade is Antique Pink, and I really like the color. I'm going to go ahead and swatch it. It's a liquid lipstick, and that's the color right there. It's a really pretty mauvey pinky color, and I kind of honestly had a love-hate relationship. It's definitely pigmented, and it dries pretty quickly, and it lasts a long time, so those are definite bonuses. But I noticed that, like, instead of the liquid lipstick that I have right now, which is by Jeffree Star, by the way, in case anybody wants to know, instead of that consistency, it dries tacky. Like, it dries to, well, it's not drying as quickly on my hand as it does on my lips, but when you put it on your lips, it's still tacky and sticky almost all day, and it definitely does not leave your lips feeling moisturized afterwards. Even after I use the lip scrub and put lip balm underneath it, it still kind of dried out my lips. But like I said, the color is beautiful, it's pigmented, and the Kiss Proof claim is pretty valid. The next item, actually, I got this, the lipstick, and the next two items from BoxyCharm last month. And this is a illuminating face highlighter in the shade Rose Gold, and it's Vintage by Jessica Libeskind. I'm probably I'm actually 100% sure I pronounced that wrong, but it looks like this, and it's supposed to be a highlighter, but to me it's more like a sparkly blush. I'm going to swatch it right here. This is it right here. It's very pink, and you can see it does give a little bit of a highlight, but to me, when you put it on your skin, it's more like a blush than a highlight. But I noticed that when you do tap your brush in it, let's see if you can see it. That's just a tap. It has a lot of, you see that, kickback. A lot. And I know that some people don't really like that. I'm not too picky about it. I mean, it's kind of annoying, but it doesn't like bother me to the point where I won't use it. But like I said, this is more like a sparkly, shimmery blush than a highlight, so I won't be using that as a highlight. In fact, I'm giving that away. And the next thing that also came from BoxyCharm is an eyeshadow palette, and it's the Studio Makeup On The Go eyeshadow palette, and this one is the shade Cool Down. Now in October we got another one that was more warm toned. This one is obviously more cool toned, and I honestly didn't really like it. The warm one I liked, maybe because I but that's maybe because I personally prefer the more warmer tone colors. But when I was trying to use this, the matte shades, which it has 1, 2, 3, 4 matte shades, they took a little bit of work to get them to go on the eye evenly. I mean, they were going really patchy, and the shimmers again produced a lot of fallout, especially this one right here. It had a whole bunch of kickback. It had a lot of kickback and also a lot of fallout on the eyes when you put it on. But the pigmentation, once you get it on, it lasted like pretty much all day. And I would say about 6 to 8 hours all day. So, I mean, if you like cool tones and you don't mind having to work a little bit to get it to blend on to your eyelid easily, it's a pretty nice palette. And I'm actually going to give this away to somebody because I think it would work better for them than for me. So the next thing I'm going to talk about was something that I really wanted to like, and it is the Crest 3D white strips. And this is the gentle routine, which is supposed to be for sensitive teeth. I have obviously I have sensitive teeth, so when I saw this I was excited because I once used a toothpaste, I think Colgate made it, and it was the Express White, and it made my teeth hurt so bad. So when I saw something gentle for, you know, sensitive teeth, I got really excited because, you know, everybody loves a good white tooth whitener. Well, I used this for about a week and it was making my teeth whiter. I will give it that, but I also noticed that it was making my gums bleed. So I obviously stopped using it right away, and you can see it's still got a good amount in it because I'm sorry, but having perfectly white teeth is not worth making my gums bleed, because to me that says that it's causing some serious damage. So that's how I feel about this. Has anybody else had any problems? Like, if you have sensitive teeth, do you have problems with teeth whitener products? Or are my teeth just like extra sensitive or particular or something? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below. Okay, these next, I've got 3 in my hand, but really I only tried 1 on my lips and the other 2 were swatches. But once I tried the first one, I knew the other ones were not going to work. And it is the LA Colors lip gloss matte, and it's supposed to be a matte lip gloss, which to me is basically a matte lipstick, right? I mean, you can't have a lip gloss that's matte. Gloss and matte, they don't kind of mix. But I am not even going to swatch these on my hands because they are incredibly pigmented. Oh, yeah, they're pigmented. They're definitely pigmented, and they definitely last a long time, but they are horrible. I mean, when you put them on, you have to scrub to get them off. They stay, but they dry sticky, like super fast sticky, and they dry out the lips so bad that you can see every crack and crevice. And this is after doing a lip scrub and balm, and it's just, they do not sit well on the lips at all. They're super dry, and it's almost like paint, because once you get the color on, you have to scrub to get that sucker off. I mean, even with a makeup remover, I had to press into my skin and scrub really hard. So the color's there, the longevity is there. It's just not a very good formula in my opinion. So I'm not even gonna attempt to give these to anybody. I'm just going to throw them away. I got it in it was a little gift set. It came in a cup, and this was and these were inside of it. But not even gonna get this on my hair. Sorry for the noise, it's cleaning time. Sorry for the noise back, if you can hear that. my mother is vacuuming the living room. Next up is something that I actually did like, and it is the NYX Butter Gloss, and this shade is called Apple Strudel, and it's just a sheer, well, it's kind of pigmented, but it's just a baby pink gloss, and I love putting this over lipstick. Actually, the next lipstick I'm going to talk about is the one that I mainly wear it over, and that's the MannyMUA lipstick. And obviously you can tell this is a sample, but this is the shade Smoke, and it's a really pretty taupey mauve color right there. And the lipstick itself doesn't last very long on the lips, but I feel like most soft satiny lipsticks don't have a lot of staying power. But I like to see if it does on the lips on here as well as it does on my lips. I like to add the gloss on top, and it just makes another pretty glossy looking shade. I mean, it's really pretty. Now this does get a little sticky like when you put your lips together, but I feel like a lot of the glosses, that's just how they are, so you know, you kind of expect that. But this combination right here was one of my favorite lip combinations of November. So I definitely love both of those. Next up, if you guys see me like looks like I'm reading something, I do have my thoughts on most of the products. At a certain point, I kind of forgot to write stuff down, but for most of the products, I have a little list that I wrote down how I felt. So that's what I'm doing. Next up is another lipstick. It's by Bare Minerals. It's by Bare Minerals, and it's the scent. Did y'all hear that? The color is Plumberry Pop, and it's called Pop of Passion. And this is a very sheer, like sheer color. It's definitely a pop of color, but to me, I guess it's more like a tinted lip balm. It does not last long at all. Like, I can put this on and an hour later I'll have to touch up because the color has faded. But it's very, do I want to say glossy? It's kind of a glossy, yeah, we're going to go with glossy feel, and it feels really nice on the lips. I mean, it makes your lips feel moisturized. So if you want like a glossy lip balm with a pop of color, this is pretty good, but other than that, I don't think it's really worth it. This was also a sample, if you can't tell, so I'm not even going to give this to anybody because I feel like all people I know, they want something that lasts well. You know, they want lipstick that they can wear. So I will actually toss that out. Sorry. This is another sample, and it's by Makeup Forever, and it's the Rouge Artist Natural, and this is the shade N9, because I don't know if you know this, but I'm pretty sure Makeup Forever doesn't have names. They just have colors and symbols. But it's a I would say that's a nude color, right? That looks nude. But it's a satin finish, and obviously it's not kiss proof, and it doesn't last long, but the color is freaking beautiful, and actually love this lipstick. What did we do before liquid lipsticks and everything that, you know, last all day? We dealt with regular lipsticks, right? Right? Before liquid lipsticks, was there lipsticks that lasted all day? Yeah, I think there was, because this one right here is one of them. And that was not meant to be a segue, but it just clicked in my head. And this is a L'Oreal Paris something. I don't even know what it's actually called, but the color is Henna to Heaven. This is actually a really beautiful color. It's a pinky, coppery pinky color. But once that dries down, you have the little balm on the other side to put over it to keep it soft. and I did not wait for that to dry. But to keep it hydrated, back before actual liquid lipsticks, these were the liquid lipsticks that were the big thing. It's drugstore, so you know, if you're on a budget, this is a pretty decent liquid lip. And like I said, the color is, it's coppery, it's almost metallic, it's not super. And it's even just subtly a metallic color. So I'm sorry, I keep looking into the viewfinder because the last video I filmed was blurry and I didn't freaking notice until I was editing. So if you're like, why is she looking into the viewfinder? That's why. I know it can get annoying, but sorry, I'll try not to do it as much. The next lipstick, actually the last lipstick, and then I have 3 mascaras that I want to talk about. This is something that I got in a BoxyCharm box, and it is Lip Lore by Pure Cosmetics, and I think it came in October's box. And the shade is Fancy, but this one does have lasting power, and I did not write it down. This one I wore to work, and I didn't touch it up at all night. When I left work that night, it was starting to crack, you know, right there, but throughout the day I didn't retouch it at all, and I never really 100% felt like I needed to because the color was still there. So just notice right now that it says it's a hydrating lip lacquer, and it doesn't really dry out your lips, but it doesn't hydrate them either, so that's kind of a false claim there. So the next 3, I don't even know where to begin. Actually, I do. The Lorac Pro Plus Fiber Mascara. Obviously, it's in the shade black. I don't think I own, actually I do own one off-color mascara, but all my other mascaras are black. The wand looks like this. It tapers up to a point, and you know, I thought that would be pretty cool on my bottom lashes, but this mascara sucks. The only thing it did was make my lashes look a little darker. It didn't add length, it didn't volumize, it didn't make them look thicker. It just made my lashes look a little bit blacker. And let me say, that to me is not what you want mascara for. I mean, sure, they were a little bit noticeable because they were black instead of like a dark brown, but like I said, it did nothing to the lashes. No length, no volume, no thickening, nothing whatsoever. So this mascara, to me, which it's a Pro Plus Fiber, so I'm assuming it's supposed to have fibers in it to make your lashes look full. No, this is garbage. The next one is supposed to be Volumator, and it's the Smashbox X-rated mascara, and this is just a basic mascara. I mean, even the wand, I don't know why I'm holding it well so you can see, even the wand is basic. It didn't do anything, it didn't volumize my lashes, and it did kind of make them look a little thicker, but this is just, I've seen drugstore mascaras better than this. This mascara, obviously, it was so not up to par. And it does not dry fast at all. I put this on my eyes, and about a minute later, I blinked and I had mascara everywhere. It's the wettest mascara I've ever used. It's horrible. I do have a drugstore mascara, and I do believe, is this by L'Oreal? Yeah, it's L'Oreal, and it's the Voluminous Butterfly Mascara, and the wand is a plastic one, and it looks like that, and it's got really short bristles, plastic bristles, and it curves. Now this mascara, I'm not going to say I hate, but I also don't love it. It's the mascara I'm actually wearing today, and You can't probably tell in the vid camera, but I mean, if you can see my lashes at all, you can tell that it did add a little bit of fullness to them. It didn't add a whole bunch of volume or length like you would think it would, but it did darken the lashes and make them look a little bit thicker. Like, if I didn't know that there are other mascaras that I love really well, this would be a mascara that I actually loved. But obviously I've tried other mascaras, so I know that there's other better ones out there. It's not going to be a mascara that I recommend, but if somebody was to give it to you, like, you know, packaged or you get sent it, it's a mascara that I would use, but it is not a mascara that I would buy. Does that make sense? Hold please. That is all the products that I have for the month of November. I know it wasn't really a lot. I mean, it kind of was a lot, but they were, like I said, mostly lipsticks and a few mascaras. But again, like I said, I'm not really one of those people that can just go out and try all the new stuff. I mean, there is a lot of new stuff that I would love to be able to try out, but I obviously can't. And these are things that I already had in my collection that I either couldn't remember if I liked or hadn't actually tried out yet. Because when I don't know about y'all, let me tell you something. When I get money, like extra money to spend, I will buy stuff that I seen that I really liked, especially makeup. Mostly, almost all makeup that I really liked, and I will buy it and then forget that I bought it, or not forget, but get distracted by something else, and I won't use it. So I don't even know if I liked it, but because I wanted it, I bought it. That's I guess the problem of having an addiction or obsession for makeup is that you buy a bunch of stuff because you want it and it looks nice and it's pretty and you just have to have it, but then because you bought so much stuff, it never gets used. So I'm trying to go through my collection and use the stuff that I actually have and see if I liked it. So that's kind of partially what these videos are about. And then also, of course, like I said, I wanted to do a kind of favorites thing, but I can't really do the favorites thing. So this is what you get. I hope it helped you a little bit. Were there things that I listed that you actually love, or things that I just said that, or things that I like that you can't stand? Let's have a conversation down in the comments below. Let me know some things that you tried out recently that you either loved or couldn't stand. And definitely don't forget to tell me about these dang whitening strips, because as much as I wanted to love them, I can't use something that's going to make my mouth bleed. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I don't know when or what my next video will be, but if you're subscribed, you will be the first to know what's going on. So go ahead and do that right now. Click it right now. Click. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.